All right, kids, we're off. Friday morning. Time for the workhouse. I just gotta say it. Kind of goes without saying, I don't feel like doing it today. Some days are easier than others. I stayed up too late, which is normal for Thursday night. I don't know. Anyway, it's a typical Friday. I think it's just going to be the normal pharmacy, chiropractor, scratch-offs, and grocery store. I think that's it today. I probably don't even need to go to the pharmacy. And I don't need a lot from the grocery store. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, let's see. Was Monday, I guess I went to the urgent care about my leg. Seems to be looking better, feels better. It's not 100%. I'm still taking the meds they gave me. I think I got a couple more days of that. And if it was in fact a bite or sting, I think I can tell you where it happened now. It's a little more, there's a little more visual evidence of a possible issue. If that's not where it is, there's another issue. But I think we're okay for now. Wow, look at this traffic. Anywho, I think that's it. I don't think there's a whole lot else going on. This is the first work day in a really long time that I can remember that I don't have a soda on my way to work. And I thought about leaving early enough to stop and get one, and then I chose not to, because I think I like to have one when I can during my errand running after I drop my father off. So, yeah, there's that. But that's also my caffeine I usually get on my way to work. So, I'll be alright. I'll get some caffeine later. And see how that goes. I might actually ride over to my friend's place again today. I left something unsaid that I shouldn't have, and I'm gonna go back. I think, if I can work up, I don't want to say the nerve. I don't know. Now I'm just thinking out loud. I went in, I'll tell you the story. I went in Wednesday, and my friend was there working in his new place. He had a sous chef there with him who I've heard about only through social media. I've seen him before. He's a familiar face. But he stood there, and I so regret that I did not introduce myself to him. How rude, right? Immature? Is it immature, or is it just rude, or is it both? Can immaturity be rude and vice versa? Anyway, I don't know why I feel so bad about not just sticking my hand out to shake his hand or fist bump, or just acknowledge him and say, hey, my name's Christopher. Good to meet you. Oh, well. Maybe Friday, when their first opening, isn't the time to try to get a word in edgewise. I'm sure they'll be busy. But he did release the menu, and it looks yummy to me. Gonna have to go back sometime soon. Maybe I should wait till I'm not in this more of a crunch to lose some weight. I haven't weighed since Monday, and I kind of regret that I haven't, but because my appetite did come back. Last weekend I had zero appetite. I mean, zero appetite. And that helped with my weight loss, I'm sure. But I'm down about 20 pounds, 18 pounds, something like that, since this renewed vigor. So, anyway. That said, I'm starving and I'm ready for breakfast. All right, so we are done at the chiropractor. I do not need anything from the pharmacy. The one thing they had that was ready for refill is an insulin that I have about 5 boxes of at home. And side note, my blood sugar has not been too terrible since being on these medicines for my leg, which is a little bit of a surprise, a welcome surprise. But my leg still doesn't look great. Looks better than it did. It's still pretty swollen. I wore compression to work only to keep curious eyes off of my leg, and took the compression off when I got home. So I'll walk around the store and whatnot with it like this. But people at the Y, especially if they've been there a while and they know my history medically, when they see an issue with my feet or legs, they get curious, and sometimes their curiosity crosses the boundary of rude, or maybe not intentionally rude, but a little invasive, and sometimes I just don't want to talk about it, but which is fine. So anyway, also back to the earlier video, I have thought more about the sous chef, to whom I feel like I owe a word of apology to, and there is no ill will towards him, but he could also introduce himself, stuck his hand out for a shake. And in addition to that, it's their first day or two of being open. They don't need me there at lunchtime to try and have a non-business related conversation. So I won't go over there today, but after looking at their menu, I most certainly will be there to eat more than once. So I'll catch him one of these days. The owner is a good dude. I think very highly of, and he thinks very highly of this sous chef. So I'm gonna say he's probably a good dude. So yeah. All right. So the chiropractor today was good. The lady that I normally see when I'm there, only because of the way the schedule is, doesn't always get me quite maybe as popped as I feel like I ought to. But today she didn't do it. I don't, to be honest, maybe she did. Maybe there was something she did I didn't realize, but my neck was cracking before she even started working on it. I think I just had some tension in my neck that needed addressed, and of course she did, and yeah, felt good. So I know people are really on the fence about chiropractic. I talked to someone this morning who's having terrible back pain for 2 days, and chiropractor, once you go, you got to keep going. Well, yes and no. I mean, there's a certain extent you probably should keep doing it, but you probably should keep doing chiropractic because we are constantly using, and often incorrectly or hardly using, not hardly as in barely, but hardly as in hard, asking our back to do stuff that's just tough, put it that way. I often think of when I am weed eating and edging my driveway, especially if I have to get in the ditch with the weed eater, how hard that is on my back. And of course, when I'm rowing more, which I'm not currently, but that's not always easy on the back, because all it takes is a little bit of break away from proper form, and you're putting a lot of stress on your back. So anyway, there's that. I did do a little digging into the current lottery situation, and I've got a strategy in place. Anybody that says they have a strategy for any kind of lottery, just laugh it off. But yeah, I'm gonna do something a little bit different today, and then I'm probably gonna stick to doing it this way for the foreseeable future. There's a game that I'm liking. It's similar to a game that I did well on, and so I'm gonna keep putting my winnings back into that game, and we'll see what happens. After I get that done, that's where I'm on my way there now. After I get done getting my scratch offs, I don't need Powerball or Mega Millions this week. I'll do that next week. I already have, I don't know, maybe $20 worth of winners on the Powerball and Mega Millions to cash in for next week. After that, I'll go to the grocery store and go home and get some exercise in before I have to go back for Walt. Like I said earlier, didn't get great or long sleep last night, so I will be pursuing a nap this afternoon. I did get my laundry over into the dryer. I did not empty the dishwasher. I need to remember to do that. And then I got to trim and what's the word I'm looking for? Not season. Yeah, I guess season the chicken breasts for tenders tonight. I hope I can remember to do that. If I didn't remember to do it, sorry, Sarah. My feeble, tired mind tried to remember. What else? Anything else for now? No, I don't think so. See ya. Alrighty, time to go pick up Pops. It is a few minutes before 2. Get my music going here. So I come home from work on Fridays around 10. I'm sorry, 9. Get my father up, because of course he won't get up in spite of this alarm I set. Get him fed, medicated, cleaned up, changed his clothes, and get him to dialysis. While he's eating, I am switching my laundry over, changing my clothes. I just don't want to go around in my work clothes, to be honest. Grab a t-shirt, shorts, throw them on, do all the stuff for him. We hit the road. So I take him to the dialysis clinic. I walk in with him, make sure he's seated and they know he's there. And I leave there and I go to the chiropractor. And I leave there and I go to the lottery spot. And I leave there and I go to the grocery store. And I come home and I need to use the restroom. And at that point, I discover I've had my shirt on backwards the entire time. Now, maybe nobody noticed. I kind of doubt it. Because, I guess you could have a band shirt where the name of the band is on the back of the shirt. It's a little unusual. You may notice the shoulder seams are not quite where you would think they would be. So did I embarrass myself? Probably not as much as I'm thinking in my head. But nonetheless, I kind of felt like a moron. I did manage to get groceries and get his fruit cut up for a few days. And get a 30-minute spin on. And now we're going back. I'll do some more cardio later, and if I feel like my shoulder is up to it, I'm going to try to lift some weights today, but we'll see. Other than that, I might be done talking to you today. Thanks for watching.